Hi everyone, and welcome to another Workshop Wednesday. My name is Emma. I'm a wellness coach here at Empowering Wellness Counseling Solutions, and we are getting started with our integration lab, which we post every Wednesday. And this is a follow-up video to our lead brain coach talking about the monthly wellness theme and the weekly video that chunks this down into bite-sized pieces. And we chunk it down even further in the Wednesday workshops, so I'm so excited to get started with you. We are focusing in on the inner CEO, so this feeling of being regulated for ourselves so that we can be a regulated space for others as well. Whether this means you're an entrepreneur, someone that is leading a group or a team, if you're a manager, or if you're just trying to lead yourself internally through day-to-day life, this is going to be a great month for you. And especially, I'm so excited for this week because it's all about mindfulness and grounding. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you will know that this is a big portion of what I love to talk about. And so there are more links in the description of some breathing exercises that we've done and some of these grounding tips to help us in our daily life, which can sometimes feel like, oh, I really need to go sit down and meditate for a whole hour, and then it becomes something that is a little bit daunting. But this can be broken down way further back into these bite-sized chunks. And today is all about finding other ways to find mindfulness in your day. There are a lot of videos on breathing and taking a deep breath, breathwork practices, and there is definitely so much research on that. But we are trying a different practice today, so I'm so excited to get started. Let's dive right in. Today's exercise is all about grounding. And the question is, what does that really mean? It can be a buzzword in the mental health and wellness sphere. And so it can feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing this right now, I'm meditating, that means I'm grounding. But definitely take a moment, if you have a journal, maybe write down what grounding really means to you or what it feels like when you have an anchor in your life. What are those moments like? How do they feel in your body? And how do you sprinkle them into your day-to-day life? And this activity is one way to do this. So there are times where we either don't feel like sitting down and just breathing, or it doesn't feel like it's really going to work for us in that moment. So this is another example of a grounding exercise, and this is grounding into one specific object. And you might have done some grounding with different colors, which our lead brain coach talked about in her earlier video, and also these 5 senses. So this is kind of adjacent to that. So what you're going to do is find one object in the room or wherever you are, hold it and observe. So I have chosen my object. I hope you have one now. And what we're going to do is we're going to put all of our attention as best as we can on this one object. The first thing we're going to notice is the colors. What are the colors of your object? After that, noticing the texture of the object or the material that it's made out of. How does it feel in your hand? Is it soft? Are there maybe some ridges in it? What does it sound like when you tap into it? Taking time to zoom in on this one little thing in front of you. After we focused on this, you're going to feel the weight of this object in your hand. Is it pretty heavy? Is it pretty light? Then you can think about the function of this object. For me, it is the cap coming off, and I can look into the cap, I can look at the actual marker, and maybe for you, if you're looking at a mug, you can focus just on the handle, how the handle feels in your hand. So now I'm thinking about these 2 separate objects that my one object just became. Listening to some of the sounds that the object, for example, I closed the cap, earlier we tapped on it. And as we're doing this exercise, Maybe even noticing if there's tension in the shoulders there. Seeing if we can take that deep inhale, take the breath, and relax the tension in the body, even while we're doing this grounding activity. So making that muscle memory a part of the grounding activity as well. So when we pick up our one object, we focus all of our attention on it, we're also training ourselves to relax physically into this activity. Taking a couple more moments if there's anything else that comes to mind with your object. And then you are done with this practice. You can do this whenever you'd like. This is another option if you don't want to do a breath work, but you're still feeling like you'd like to ground or anchor yourself into one point. And this is grounding and observing just one object, which you can even do this while you're scrolling. As you're holding your phone and scrolling, you can take a moment to notice the phone itself rather than the content that is on the phone. And this helps us train our mind and our body to start to observe these little things, ground back into the present moment, ground into something that is right there in front of us. And hopefully this has been a grounding experience for you. It does take time, it does take practice, but this is another option if you're looking for that mindfulness and grounding throughout your day. Thank you so much for joining me on this Workshop Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.